today is my 37th birthday, and at the request of my father, we decided to go to church. And the church that I went to was a Catholic church because I was raised Catholic, and so I went there, and there's a part of the service in which the priest is getting the sacrament ready, or communion ready. And while he was getting communion ready, he said this stance, or this phrase of Jesus entered into his passion. And it got me thinking about this greater question that I've been thinking about over the past couple of days in regards to how do you know that you're just not working just to work? Like, how do you know that the thing that you're doing is what you're supposed to be doing? And I felt like that question was answered today with that phrase of Jesus entered into his passion. Because when we think about passion from a secular standpoint, passion is it's fun, it's very tantalizing. But I think it's important to understand that passion can burn you, and it can hurt you. And when I think about passion from the spiritual standpoint, particularly as the priest was talking about Jesus entering into his passion, it was more of like entering into the calling of what he was meant to do and sitting with that reality, sitting with the satisfaction of knowing what he needed to do in this world, but also sitting in the pain of what that reality is, of what he was called to do in this world. And as I think about the corporate sector, and I think about, how do you know what you're supposed to be doing? And I think it comes down to that of, are you willing to suffer for what you are trying to do? And if you're not willing to do that, then the work that you are doing is not really the work that you need to be doing. Because when you are called to do something, you just have to do it. And whatever comes from it, whether the good or the bad, you have to sit in that reality. And so it was just very awakening for me. It was very comforting to me, and it really made me step back and see, is the work that I'm doing with advocating for corporate wellness, the overall work that I'm doing with Southern Grace Serenity, is this my passion? And I'll have to say yes, because I don't like to see people suffer for their job. And I truly believe that there's a better way that we can work and still be healthy. So that's about it.